to Market Matters. I'm Nadia Hassan together with Jonathan Gan and Sulhi Azman. So today we saw good days, but I'm starting to get a little bit Groundhog Day-ish, where basically we have some good days, but today it went up further than we expected, I think.
Well, though it's, 36 points, a little bit of a more convincing rally, but I guess the theme of the week is really the Fed rate hike that will be in focus, Nadia.
Well, Sulhi will tell us a bit more about that. But yeah, I feel that we need the consistency, which we haven't been seeing. But what do you think after following the market today?
Well, guys, amid the haze out there and the worsening conditions.
Oh, really bad haze. We are so sorry to everybody. It's
so sorry, yes,
terrible.
okay. But not all is doom and gloom. Today, the KLCI closed 2.17% or 36 points higher at 1,639 points. And on news of economic stimulus announcement was announced by the Prime Minister Najib Razak early this morning today, where he announced that he will prop up the economy with a big portion, 20 billion ringgit, going to value cap. Now, that's a very interesting concept that we have not heard for so long. Value cap apparently was established in 2002, wholly owned equally by PNB, Co-op, as well as the PNB, Co-op, as well as the Khazanah Nasional Berhad, where they are supposed to manage the funds. Now, these companies, right? It was thought that it's going to be, a close up. I mean, not close, but maybe slow down after a few years. But it has now been revived back.
Yeah, well, I don't know about this, guys. He talks about boosting the economy. Stock market, yes, is part of financial health, but not everybody buys in the stockman, right?
Well, so what kind of measures do you think that should come?
I don't know. I mean, something that works on the whole economy, because that's what we're feeling. Sentiment, certain things. Even if you build this up, I don't know if it gives enough confidence. I mean, what else happened today?
Well, another thing happened today is Khazanah. Khazanah announced that they are going to spend about 6.77 billion ringgit to the domestic investments. Khazanah said, this just came in today, by the way. You look in the website today, as I look at it, Khazanah is going to spend about 4.5 billion ringgit for Desaru Coast Destination Project, setting up tourism venture fund, and more, and many more projects that is supposedly propping up the economies.
Will it though, guys? Do you think this is enough?
Well, the question remains, Nadia. The sentiments are very negative. Growth are expected to be slower. Will this investment really help to prop up the economy?
What do you think?
I think the way they are trying to prop up the economy is actually through tourism. Now that the ringgit is very weak, that's probably the only catalyst that.
But is this real long-term structural working?
Well, that
exactly.
remains to be seen.
But thanks a lot for that. So moving on to our hot stock of the day, we are looking at, well, Sunrise Sunset, but it's UEM Sunrise up 0.94% today to 1 ringgit and 7 cents. So the reason why it's been running, and we have been seeing it actually in the top active list, is because there is speculation of a corporate exercise. Khazanah, who is of course the big honcho with them, apparently the rumor mill goes, they might actually privatizing, considering low valuations. Now, I have a question about that. Just because something's low valuations doesn't mean you want to privatize it. There has to be other stuff. I mean, what else did you hear?
Well, looking at the company's prospects, of course, it also has its overseas project, which is its Aurora Melbourne Central in Australia, a property which has a GDV of some 1.68 billion ringgit. So, but I mean, overseas expansion aside, I mean, I was looking at how the company's land banks are placed, and I found out that 77% of their land banks actually come from Johor.
No surprise, because it is the master developer for Nusajaya. So, but I don't know, do you think this privatization thing has some legs?
I mean, I do see that it's undervalued at the moment, but what really worries me about the stock in particular is its overexposure to Johor, because, I mean, Nadia, the thing is that I'm seeing so much of slowing in the property market and rumors of it becoming a ghost town. It scares me.
Of course,
okay,
fine. We have heard about places in China where they build and they never really come. But you are going against consensus, John. Public Bank research says it's 36% around that to discount to book value. Great valuations, a lot of cash, about 900 million. But I still am wrapping my head around this privatization thing. I mean, is it because it only has Iskandar? Is that what worries you? Or property market in general doesn't interest you?
Of course, the thing is that I mean, on the show, I've been a relative bear on the property market. In particular, it's just the sentiments going about it. I see developers spending a lot of effort trying to convince us that you know, the demand is actually still there. So
I don't know. I think they have potential. I think, I don't know about this privatisation story. I mean, that one is planned out because I still don't see any reason for it. But you can't get away from the fact, master developer of Nusa Jaya, it gets the good stuff. I mean, it is managing the entire way of it. And with all the property sector in mind, I think they are moving away to trying to move their risk out of Johor a little bit.
I do grant you that, Nadia, but I'm still worried nonetheless about the same issue.
3 things to take away from this are the fact that the company is diversified out of Malaysia. Valuations, we can't argue with it.
That's
the valuations appear good. And they are expecting, and I mean are they as an analyst expecting better half earnings for the company. But they're driven by the foreign property projects, and at this time, of course, that's a good thing to keep in mind. Nusa Jaya, of course, overexposure, still a problem.